What is going on, everybody? Thammagotcha here. Welcome into another video. We're going to be hopping into the Great League with the rank 1 team on PvPoke, Clodsire, Shadow for Alligator, and Bandabuzz. This team is very thick, very strong, and it worked out very well for me. So let's hop into these battles here and check out the team. This is kind of an ABB style lineup where Bandabuzz is used to draw out any electric types that you might see that for Alligator doesn't want to see in the back. And obviously Clodsire can destroy those electric types, and hopefully for Alligator is going to be able to sweep. So let's hop into these matches. Azumarill into Clodsire, Sludge Bomb gets reached, and they're going to hop into their own Clodsire. I'm going to be able to reach an Earthquake of my own before they reach theirs. So gonna throw the Earthquake, hopefully grabbing that shield. Gonna throw one Poison Sting, hoping to catch the Earthquake on my Bandabuzz here. Great patience by my opponent, being able to throw the Stone Edge on my Bandabuzz. That is not what I was hoping to see, but it is what it is. I was thinking, you know, why would you not go into your Alligator here? Well, my thought process is if they're using a Clodsire as a safe swap, they probably have something that is going to be weak to Alligator in the back, which is why I brought in the Bandabuzz here. So they bring back in the Azumarill here. Clodsire is very thick, going to be able to bulk this Azumarill, kind of being able to eat that Ice Beam, no problem. Gonna shield up the next one, as I did have a little bit of residual energy before they swapped out. So I'm gonna throw three Poison Stings so that bubble does not register, and then go for the Sludge Bomb to knock out the Azumarill. That way I have some residual energy coming out of this matchup, and there's that second ground type in the back that I was talking about earlier. Gonna hard swap, pivot into my Alligator, as it now has free range to run over this Diggersby and this Clodsire here. So they land the Scorching Sands, and then they bring back in the Clodsire. I'm going to throw pretty much immediately, taking out that Clodsire. Left, right, good night. And now we should have enough health here and a shield up to outpace this Diggersby to 2 Hydro Cannons. And this second Hydro Cannon should just be enough to KO this Diggersby. If not, I still have the Clodsire, I still have the Bandabuzz, and we should be in the driver's seat here. Hydro Cannon does the trick though. Left, right, good night, Diggersby. Shadow for Alligator is way too strong, and that's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent. So hopping into the next matchup here, beautiful lead here. Pangoro into Clodsire. They're going to hop into a Drapion here. I tried to catch the potential crunch on my Bandabuzz, but they go for the Aqua Tail. Quick fine by me. I'm going to build up to the Earthquake here, then throw the Sludge Bomb bait, hoping to grab the first shield of the game, and then going to hop into my Bandabuzz. I don't hop into the Alligator for one, we are down energy and would probably lose that matchup or have to give up both shields to win it. So I hop into the Bandabuzz here, as it's going to be able to take these Aqua Tails a lot more better than a Alligator would be able to take a crunch. So that is why I did what I did. They're going to bring in a Alolan Sandslash with Powder Snow. Quite fine by me. We get to the second Dark Pulse here, and now our Switch Clock timer should just be about up. I'm going to come in here with the Alligator, shield once, farm all the way down, and leave with some loaded energy for my for those 2 Pokemon that are in the back here. So Alligator going to be able to win CMP type against both the going to lose the CMP tie against the Pangoro, but win against the Drapion. Hydro Cannon just does massive damage, and that is beautiful. From here I can shield once, farm all the way down, and I don't even think a crunch will knock out from this health range. But either way, Drapion comes back in. We're going to be able to get the last shield with the Hydro Cannon, and then one Aqua Tail, not enough to KO, and we should be able to outpace here thanks to that bait at the start of the game. Get to this Earthquake, and Earthquake is definitely going to be saying left, right, good night to that Drapion. Back in comes the Pangoro, but we're able to take that game. GG's, well played to my opponent. So hopping into the next matchup here, we have Clodsire. We have another Pangoro. You love to see these leads here, and this Pangoro is not swapping out, which is beautiful. I try to throw in the CMP tie there, kind of gauging where they're going to throw, so if they do throw the close combat, I'm going to be able to force a shield. Either way, going to throw 2 more Poison Stings, and then the Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb definitely wouldn't have been enough to KO, but enough to put them into a range where I could potentially Poison Sting them all the way down. Another Night Slash reach. Thank gosh they do not get the boost, because that would kind of flip this matchup. But we can let this go. Take another Night Slash, no problem. Clodsire is super thick. Another Sludge Bomb is reach. We grab both shields, and I hard pivot into my Alligator. 2 shield up for Alligator. Should be able to sweep the rest of this team. Hydro Cannon comes in. Left, right. Good night to that Drifloon. Back in comes the Pangoro. All we have to do is shield up this Night Slash. And I'm not messing around. I think I overfarm by... No, I don't overfarm at all, because I want to get this Hydro Cannon off, and I don't want to invest another shield into this matchup. Left, right, Pangoro. In comes a Clodsire. And my opponent just knows it's game over from there. So for Alligator, just sweeping teams. You love to see it. Another good lead here. Clodsire is just catching all the leads. And since we have Sludge Bomb, this matchup is severely better as we do outpace. Unfortunately, we do lag out there, giving them a free bubble. So a little bit unfortunate on my end. Going through 4 poison stings and then the Sludge Bomb. And we should be able to throw 1 more poison sting and then the second Sludge Bomb. It's not going to quite knock out the Azumarill. Honestly, if we didn't lag there, we would have had the KO. But from here, I can now just let my Clodsire go down, bring in the Feraligatr, get a little bit of energy advantage here, outpace this Drapion, which is very crucial because they swapped in to the Hydro Cannon, which does massive damage. And then I just come in and soak the damage on Mandibuzz, hoping they threw the crunch. No, my opponent throws the Aqua Tail, quite fine by me. And from this health range, I'm just going to commit to a farm down. Leave with so much loaded energy that this opponent is just going to have to shield Dark Pulses at this point, and then Feraligatr should just be able to clean up this game, whatever it is in the back. And it turns out to be a Marowak. This is beautiful. Dark Pulse number 1 coming in. That gets no shielded. Dark Pulse number 2 coming in again. This is going to get no shielded as well. Look at how low this Marowak is. I can no shield this from here on out. Shadow Claw all the way down, and Shadow Claw down the Drapion. They go for the Bad Manners Bone Club. My opponent knows the game, it's over. GG's, well played. Unfortunately, they kind of got hard countered there, but it is what it is. That's what happens in Go Battle. So, hopping into the next matchup here. Pretty terrible lead here. I'm going to hop into my Mandibuzz right away, and they hop into an Ariados. So, not the best swap for my opponent, as we can hit super effective damage with an Aerial Ace here, grabbing ourselves the first shield of the game, which is honestly perfect for us. Feraligatr with a shield advantage is very, very deadly. I try to throw on good timing, but then my opponent is able to outpace me now here to the lunge, which is quite fine. I'm going to throw 1 Snarl and then the move, making sure I throw on good timing, not to give them a free poison sting. And then I'm going to hop back into my Clodsire. Drawing back out this Malamar, quite fine by me. 1 foul play is not going to be able to KO us anyways, so I'm going to throw the Sludge Bomb. I know I need 2 moves to KO, so it's very beneficial for me to go for a Sludge Bomb plus an Earthquake, or Sludge Bomb plus a Sludge Bomb to be able to knock out. So another foul play going to be coming in. This is definitely not going to get the knockout either. Clodsire is super thick. Getting off the Sludge Bomb here, is this enough to KO? Unfortunately, it's not, but I come in with the Mandibuzz, I get the Snarl down, and it's a Toxapex in the back. Oh my gosh. Okay, this can get very, very rough. Back in comes the Ariados. I am not quite able to reach that move, and from here, I have to come in with my Feraligatr, hoping that with an energy advantage and maybe a shield advantage, I can take this game. So first Trail Blade just reached. I'm hoping I can get the full farm down, but they were 4 away from the next move. I miscounted very, very poorly, and unfortunately, with a shield advantage on their end, they're going to be able to take this game. All I can really pray for now is a catch, hoping that I catch a move and are able to take this game. But Toxapex is just way too thick, so I throw 2, no catch. My opponent very patiently waiting, and they're going to be able to take this game. Very well played to my opponent. That Toxapex in the back was kind of heartbreaking. But 4-1 set here to start the video off. On to the next one here. Clodsire into Ariados. This is a pretty neutral matchup. Out comes a Feraligatr. I'm going to throw 4 Poison Stings and then go into my Mandibuzz here, hopefully catching the Hydro Cannon, which we did. Perfect for me. Banked a little bit of energy, and then I can come in, sneak a full Snarl in, outpace to the Dark Pulse, which gets shielded even better. I'm pretty fine with now letting my Mandibuzz go down, as I do have a shield advantage coming into this matchup, and they threw right away, which means they are pretty short. So again, fine with letting my Mandibuzz go down. I can now come in with my own Feraligatr, hopefully win the CMP tie here. But I go for the extra just because I want some residual energy coming out of this matchup. So I'm going to throw 4 Shadow Claws here and then the Hydro Cannon. I don't think they're going to be able to shield this Feraligatr up, as I do have back-to-back here. Now out comes an Ariados. Ariados is going to be able to get outpaced after I throw 4, as I know that if you have a high attack stat Ariados, you are going to lose this CMP tie. So it's very smart for me to throw 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that we don't lose the MP tie and end up losing a Feraligatr. So they're good, nice catch by my opponent. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bank the energy, come back in with my Clodsire, throw the Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb is going to get this Azumarill very, very low, and I know 1 Ice Beam is not going to KO. So all I have to do now is throw 4 more Poison Stings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have residual energy coming into this matchup, which forces that Ariados to throw a little bit earlier. but I'm not even gonna get KO'd by this Lunge or Trailblaze, so I can just eat the lunch, come in with the Feraligatr. Feraligatr is gonna clean up shop here with the Hydro Cannon, and that's gonna be a very good game. Well played to my opponent there. They did their best there, but unfortunately we kind of hard countered them, so GG's. On to the next game. Goodra into Clodsire. This is a pretty neutral matchup. These Dragon Blasts absolutely rip through the Clodsire, but we are also doing as much damage with the Poison Stings thanks to our Poison Sting buff and Stab. So we can let the Aqua Tail go through. It's not enough to KO. I'm going to go for the Earthquake here now after we baited with the Sludge Bomb. Earthquake is going to do just a little bit more damage, and this is perfect for us. From here, I can now let my Clodsire go down. They should be almost out of energy, enough for me to get the full Shadow Claw farm down. Out comes a Dunsparce, and this just got a little bit tricky. So I'm going to throw after one. Perfect timing here, and then I'm going to throw 1, 4, or 7 is the proper timing for 2 into a 3-turn fast move. So 1 Shadow Claw and then the move. This should just be able to take out the Dunsparce, which it does. Left, right, good night. Out comes the Superior. In comes my Mandibuzz, and that game is over. GG's. Well played to my opponent. Really, again, if they brought the Superior into my Feraligatr, they probably could have had a better game, but unfortunately they didn't do that. So we had a lot of residual energy, so maybe that's why they didn't come into the Superior, as we would have been able to outpace to the Ice Beams. So either way, I think they were kind of at a checkmate position, but they would have had a lot better of a chance if they came in with the Superior against my Feraligatr. So it is what it is. So Dunsparce into Clodsire. Pretty neutral matchup, as we are able to take these drill runs pretty easily. I go for the Sludge Bomb, which is kind of a questionable play. I should have went for the Earthquake just for some damage, and now I'm in a bit of trouble as I'm not quite able to get the full farm down here at all, and now out comes an Azumarill. Azumarill is going to be able to grab a shield for me, but I can overfarm substantially here, just throwing 7 Shadow Claws, and then the move is absolutely perfect for us. Being able to come out of this matchup with a lot of energy to throw at the next Pokemon that comes in is perfect. So again, throwing 4 Shadow Claws and then the move here. This should be able to take out the Azumarill. 1 Shadow Claw and it is done. Out comes the Toxapex and this game is over. Dunsparce comes in. Unfortunately, I have all the energy in the world on my Feraligatr, but it has nothing against that Toxapex. They even shield up the Dark Pulse, knowing their Wing Con is getting rid of my Mandibuzz here. Honestly, I should be shielding my Mandibuzz. They're going to be able to reach their next Rock Slide as we reach the Dark Pulse. I didn't really see a point of shielding there, as they were close to a move with their Toxapex. So, and the Dark Pulse energy would have been just as much as the Hydro Cannon energy. But yeah, this game was just a loss. I was kind of hoping I could have made it to 3 Hydro Cannons, but there is no way we were making it to 3 Hydro Cannons. So well played to my opponent. Toxapex seems to be the kind of core breaker that the backline needs. So amazing lead for us here. They hop into a Sand Slash. I'm going to throw the Hydro Cannon right away. I did throw 1 Poison Sting, so unfortunately they get to the Drill Run before we reach the Hydro Cannon. So I'm going to throw 5 more Shadow Claws and then the Hydro Cannon here. Just before they reach the next Drill Run, it's 6-6 to the first 2 and then 5 to the third. So they could have potentially flipped switch there, but they chose to let their Alolan Sand Slash go down, which is quite fine. We reached this Hydro Cannon after throwing 1 Shadow Claw. Then I'm going to throw 4 Shadow Claws and the next Hydro Cannon. This is going to potentially grab a shield from my opponent, so we're grabbing that shield right back. And I was thinking about swapping out, but I didn't want the Wigglytuff here on my Mandibuzz whatsoever, so I kind of had to stay in. Icy Wind, not going to be doing a whole lot of damage, and now out comes a Feraligatr. I'm going to No Shield the first one. We can survive an Ice Beam, but then we are threatened by these Hydro Cannons. So I throw 1 and then a Dark Pulse. All I have to do now is shield the Hydro Cannon, and hopefully they kind of No Shield this move here, because if they do, we're going to be in the driver's seat. They do end up shielding that. I end up No Shielding this move, as I know that I'm pretty close to a Sludge Bomb, and I actually do have one. So what I do is I wait the turn, see the Shadow Claw come through, and then I click my Sludge Bomb. And now all they have is that Wigglytuff. Their Win Con would have been catching the Sludge Bomb on the Wigglytuff and having 2 Hydro Cannons coming in out of that matchup. So GG's, well played to my opponent. Terrible lead here for us, so I'm going to hop right into the Mandibuzz. This Mandibuzz save swap is really good into the Feraligatr. Well, for one, you're going to be resisting the Shadow Claws, and you can take a Hydro Cannon, no problem. Dark Pulses are going to be doing nice damage. Honestly, if it's Shadow, you can just go straight Aerial Ace, and I do believe you do win that matchup, win the one shield scenario, if I'm not mistaken. So, but Drapion here, not a bad matchup either. Forcing your opponent to go for non-stab Aqua Tails is amazing. Poison Stings and the Aqua Tails do add up to the point where it's going to be a close matchup, but then I decided to hard pivot into my Feraligatr. Getting all this energy is absolutely perfect for us, and they come into their own Feraligatr. Now we are energy up. We're going to be able to take this matchup, and whatever is in the back is going to be taking a Hydro Cannon to the face if they double shield their Feraligatr, which they do. And now I'm perfectly fine with double shielding my own Feraligatr, taking this matchup, and hopefully winning the game with it. So Hydro Cannon going to be coming in. We shield that, and I throw one Shadow Claw over because I'm pretty sure they needed 2 over, and I didn't want to kind of go on a CMP tie to see if we win or not. So good thing I kind of went over. Hydro Cannon comes in. That does massive damage on the Diggersby. And from here, all I have to do is make a turn Earthquake. I know 2 Scorching Sands are not going to be enough to KO the Clodsire. It gets very close, but we're able to outpace the Earthquake anyways and take it out. And that's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent. Again, Feraligatr coming in really clutch there. So is this the rank 1 team of the Great League? I think it's a very good team. Very strong. There are definitely some hard counters to it, but it worked really well for me in the sets that I played with. So thank you all so very much for watching. If you are liking the content, please hit that like button, comment if you want to see anything in the future, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because it really helps with the channel and it is greatly appreciated, and we will see everybody in the next video. Bye bye.